buddy Ozzy. What's up, baby boy? Huh? Here, I'll give you a scratch. You want a scratch? Yeah. He's getting his scratches this morning. Oh, such a good boy. Nice and brisk this morning. 29 degrees. Let's see, he was awake early on a Saturday. Huh, buddy? Oh, you need those horns back. Yeah, you need your horns back so you can scratch your own butt. Hi, Oz. Well, good morning, Sharon. Good morning. Hi, baby. Yeah, you're a good girl. Hi, baby. Arabelle. Okay, I won't stop. I won't stop. Yeah. Hi, baby boy. Yeah. Jingle bells everywhere. Sharon, you're all fluffed up from the cold. Look at that. Yeah. It's just a perfect spot. Good morning, Arabelle. Good morning. Good morning, Colleen. You're the only one in here so far. Ozzy's over here getting his scratches. He's got to have his AM scratches. It is definitely cold. 29 degrees. We're going to have a 50-degree temperature swing today. So these guys are all nice and fluffy. They always fluff up really good when it gets cold out. Huh, Arabelle. Arabelle's wanting attention too. She's always a happy girl when she gets her attention first thing in the morning. Sounds like next week over in the valley there's going to be quite a bit of rain. We're going to have cloudy. We're not going to have as big a temperature swings, but yeah, I had to don the insulated coveralls this morning and break ice out of the water buckets and everything. Definitely cold. Yeah, it started out, let's see, 4 a.m. It was 35, and as the sun's coming up, it got up to, or it dropped to 29. It might actually be 27 now. My fingers are starting to go numb, but these guys, they're pretty content. We got some second cutting orchard grass, and they are really liking this stuff. Higher protein. Yep, fall is here, and everything's gonna really be coming along. So these guys, they're starting to get their winter coats, and they're fluffing up real good. Pepper's looking fluffier by the day, and they're just munching away. Who else is out there? I see people popping in and out. Joe had a moment yesterday. A stray dog came up and started trying to get the chickens through the fence, and she went straight after it. She was trying to bite through the fence, trying to get the dog. The dog ran off scared. Of course, you got a big polar bear like that coming after you, teeth and snot and seeing red. She's protecting her babies. You did a good job, huh, Joe? Now you're gonna go eat goat poop. Yeah, these guys, they're out here being good babies this morning. Hi, Arabelle. Are you content with your fresh orchard grass? Huh? Had to go make a hay run yesterday. Everything else is like, got off work, ran over to our hay guy and had to do all that stuff. And yeah, we got Pepper and the whole crew over here. They're seeming to enjoy the morning, even though there again it is definitely turning into fall out here in the mountains. We got our day's work cut out for us, that's for sure. Hi, Arabelle. Yeah, you good girl. Yeah, let's go and take a look at everybody here. Chickens are in full molt. I can't tell you how much of a mess these guys are making. It looks like a pillow got blown up over here. Stacy, when are you gonna start molting, huh? He's yeah, look at that. We just cleaned the coop out too, again. And there's just feathers everywhere, all over the yard when they go out in free range, everything else. Joe, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. These guys are molting out like crazy. We don't really have a lot of egg production out of them because they are molting, of course. But the chickens, they seem to be doing pretty good. We're trying to give them as much daylight as possible. Flies are starting to go away, which is nice. Allison, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. If you guys could, please double tap the screen. Give it a thumbs up. We appreciate all the support out here on the farm. And, you know, we're just out here doing our farm thing out here in the mountains. Cold morning. Morning from Northern California Dreamin'. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. You're not too, well, I don't know what part of Northern California you're in, but we're not super far apart. Probably about 5-6 hours. Maybe 7. I don't know. But yeah, we got 29 degrees. Fall's definitely here. But it's supposed to get up to 74 today. Oh, Wednesday. Hi, Wednesday girl. She's been doing pretty good milking. We're getting a lot of good milk out of her. She's been doing really good. Yeah. Oh, near Reno. Okay. So, our connecting highway, you're about 300 miles from us. So our connecting highway is just off to the south of where we're at, that Highway 31. So we can cut down from where we're at. We're up here just south of Bend, Oregon. And so we just go down Highway 97 over to 31, drive through Lakeview, and drop down into Nevada there and do our thing. Pepper, the camera weather over there. Pepper. You guys are about ready to get frisky, aren't you? Yeah, Wednesday's a pretty good girl. This is her second freshening, so she doesn't have the best udder form. My wife milks them out, but are you going to show off your udders? No, that's just a violation, isn't it, girl? Huh? Yeah, she's a good girl. On Wednesday. She's a very one-person type goat. Come here, Wednesday. Little Wednesday. These guys are going to be bred in about 2 months. We're going to bring a buck in, and so Wednesday, Arabelle, this nice little caramel-colored goat here, and I don't know where Winona's. Oh, Winona's in the barn. These three are going to be bred. They're all Nigerian dwarves. Winona, this will be her 4th freshening. Huh, girl? No, Winona. Hi, girl. She's like, nope. If you don't have grain, I'm not dealing with you. So they're running around. Thank you. Yeah, they're very good babies. Sharon over here, she's kind of doing her own thing. She found her own feeder to come feed at. So she's Subi 9267. Thank you for stopping by. Northern California. We got a lot of folks from Northern California. How's your weather holding up down there? We're just getting cold, but the sun just started peeking up over the top of the mountains to the east, so we're having a good time. Look at this. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, we're just over here checking on all the farm animals. It's the morning chores, of course. Oh, Subi's your boyfriend. Okay. Awesome. Well, I've never seen you guys on my channel before, so welcome and thank you for stopping by and joining the chat. 41. If you want to send a little bit of that warm air up here, that would be good. As I said, we're at 29. We may have dropped down to 27 here in our little pocket. So thank you so much, California. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we're out here checking on the babies on the farm, and they're good. They got these guys are very happy. Hi, Sharon. Sharon, are you a happy girl? Of course. Oh, this is her favorite right here. Right there. She'll just melt. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, she's a good girl. We're getting ready to do our ADGA registration on the farm here, and So Sharon here, she's a ADGA registered, or well, she will be registered officially. She's an Alpine, so she's going to be registered. She's got great body form. She's not too hot. You guys want to watch something funny? We're trying to get her used to. Yeah, see, she's still young, so but we got to get her ready for the milk stand. So she'll be a big girl when she's fully grown. She'll be about 200 pounds. So she'll be a nice big milk goat. But I think maybe her first freshening, which will be next November, not this November, we'll get her freshened up. And hopefully I think because of her body size and her, her back and her hips and everything, she should be able to carry twins. As long as we got a really fertile buck. This peppercorn here, peppercorn's a wether. He was born on our farm this year, back in mid-June. That's when Peppercorn was born, and he was just such a good boy. We couldn't bear to part with him because he's kind of a lounge goat. Once he eats enough food, he'll just come up and sit next to you and hop on your lap. We didn't pull him, because there's just something about a buck with horns or a wether with horns, and we have another property, and all of our goats have a purpose, and he will probably end up being a good brush mower for us. You can see pygmy goats. Yeah, these guys are Nigerian dwarves, so they're the next size up. Pepper's about the size of a full-grown pygmy right now, but he'll get just as big as Wednesday and Winona once he's fully grown. They grow slow. They're a slower-growing goat. Sharon, you gonna play on the slide? This is Ozzy. He's a ADGA Alpine wether. If we would have left him intact, he would be a buck, and he'd be smelling so horrible right now. Something not a lot of people know about goats is the way that they get the does into estrus is they pee on themselves. And if we would have left him intact, he would have been just a stinky big boy. And he's a lot bigger than everybody else. He's well over 100 pounds now, and he's only 6 months old. And when he's fully grown, his sire was like 230 pounds. He just walked up, and he's like the size of a Welsh pony. He's a big goat. So the Alpines are full-size goats. They're native to France, and they're accustomed to this type of climate. They're built really well for this kind of climate too. So he's going to be one of my hunt packers. So he's training right now. He's really good on the lead. He just goes along. He goes with the flow. And then before we freshen Sharon, she'll be able to pack. But once we freshen her, it does a lot of damage to their udders and their teats and stuff when you put the cinch on for the pack. So can't really pack her after she freshens, but she'll still be able to go along. She'll be able to go out in the woods and play. And nice part is that because they're goats, we don't have to pack any feed out there into the backcountry. So, yeah, good stuff. And they like to eat everything in sight. Some people are like, oh, don't let them eat pine. This pine doesn't hurt them. So we're using them to take all the green off the limbs before we run them through the wood chipper. And that way we don't have a whole bunch of little green pine needles left. So they get kind of a natural worming from this. So they do pretty good with all that. Joe, what are you doing? Joe, you're not that hungry. Oh, maybe she is. I don't know. The dog eats like a pig. I'm pretty sure she's trying to go through and pick out the goat poop. She does not like being inside at all. As opposed to other dogs, this dog lives outside. She lives outside and she loves outside. She'll sleep. It'll be raining outside and thunderstorms in the summer. And she just lays there. Now, Joe, you a good girl? Yeah, you're a good girl. She's getting big, that's for sure, as a Pyrenees should. Joe. Now let's go check on the turkeys. We'll go check on Thanksgiving and Tom and Henrietta. Walk over here. Quail are still producing good. I'm pretty happy about that. It's starting to get a little bit too cold for them out here, but they're doing pretty good. They're back there. They hunker down into their little hutch. But they're doing good. And probably got some eggs in there I got to go get. They camouflage in pretty well. So, but they're pretty content right now. They got plenty of food and all that. Turkeys, they're kind of halfway between molting and not, but this is a time of year they've been eating a lot. You guys gonna talk? Sometimes they'll talk, but I threw some scratch out for them to scratch on and all that. And so the turkeys definitely getting big. There's a big old gobbler right there. And our hen, she's just perched up. She'll puff up at the dog. Got to make themselves look bigger so the big scary dog goes away. Huh, Joe? Are you over here investigating the turkeys? Yeah. Got all the birds out. Other ones roosted up over there. There. You gonna puff? Whenever I come out first thing in the morning, they really talk. Are you listening to me? Huh? Turkeys are extremely smart. These are very smart birds. They know exactly when they're supposed to be fed. Yeah. It's a food issue, isn't it? I gave you a bunch of food, and you have scraps in there. We try to vary their diet just enough. And this guy here, that's Thanksgiving. He's looking pretty prime here. And as opposed to what a lot of people do, they'll butcher their turkeys over the summer. We choose to go about a week before Thanksgiving. So we get the most weight on the bird, we fill them up, and then we'll isolate and cut off the food supply. That way when we're doing the processing, it doesn't make as much of a mess. But we're keeping that tom over there and that hen. So this one is the prime candidate for Thanksgiving dinner. And then by spring, she'll start laying clutches of eggs, and hopefully they breed, because these are birds that we hatched on the farm here. We started out with a half dozen eggs, and these are the 3 we got. They're doing great. They're actually doing really good. Getting nice and big. Turkeys. Yeah, there. You gonna purr? Sometimes they'll putt. Make the right sounds. Definitely interested. I got a turkey call for hunting. I'll come out here and I'll stand at the back of the shop over there and I'll use the turkey call. I can get them gobbling and talking and all that. It's kind of fun. They seem to enjoy it. Highly reactive to sound too. On birds. Yeah, they're not as entertaining as the chickens. When the quail decide to get active, they're kind of entertaining. Caturnix quail, that's what these guys are. Look at these guys. They're just fat little birds, but they're tiny. They just fit in the palm of your hand, and they're very flighty. But they don't fly very far. They're like a regular quail that you'd see out in the wild. They'll pop up and they'll do all kinds of stuff. Everybody's tucked in for the morning, so they're all just kind of fluffed up. They're a lot fatter than what they normally are. They get some air around their bodies, and then they kind of hold that air, and it helps keep them warm. Oh, we got a little bit of work to do today. We cleaned out the barn. We use pine shavings in our barn. And so when it is wet out or raining, the goats think it's acid. So we fill up these feeders here, but we got a nice fresh load of pine shavings here for them. And it makes cleaning out the stalls a lot easier. And so when it does rain, they come in here. And we do our milking in here too. It's another thing on the to-do list for the farm is to make an actual milking parlor. But it all comes with time too. So we have our milking to do and all that kind of stuff twice a day on all of our stuff. Head back over. Oh, here we go. Got a sparring match going. Arabelle's got her hackles up. You guys gonna go at it? A lot of people think, oh, those goats are going to hurt themselves. They have such a hard head that they can, they literally come over, they ram the trees when they're getting real frisky. Hi, Arabelle. Okay, fine. What do you think I have Wednesday? Huh? Come in. Come in. Hi, Wednesday girl. A lot of people like Arabelle. She's a pocket goat, that's for sure. Pepper. You being a good boy? Hmm? Oh, we got crows that come over, and Joe goes after them. Anything that moves over the top of the property that dog's on. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Hi, girl. Good girl. Yeah, so we got some work to do out here today again. And we got all kinds of other stuff. What was that, Oz? His little chatter. Nah. What was that about, Oz? You talking? Huh, big boy? Just chewing their cud. They're all very content this morning. They're happy they got their new load of orchard grass yesterday. So they're very, very happy. Arabelle's just hanging out. One interesting thing about goats, they have different spots that are like their dreamy spots. So their faces and their body language says a lot about where they like to be touched. Arabelle, if I come up here and I touch her head, sometimes she's okay with it, but other times she's more adverse. She's doing pretty good right now. Hi, Arabelle. Yeah, you're a good girl. But she really likes back here scratched. All the goats do. Especially the polled goats, the ones that don't have horns where they can reach back and scratch, like Ozzy. He does not really mind being scratched on his butt. As Sharon, she loves her chin scratched, and she hates her belly touched. So you have to learn your animals. Wednesday. Sometimes Wednesday likes her forehead scratched. She's being a pretty good girl this morning. Chickens are being awful quiet this morning. I think it's because they have a nice ample supply of food. Well, besides that, having a little food fight in here. Stacy's just standing guard. Is it too cold for you this morning, Stacy? Huh? Stacy the rooster. You gonna call the girls? Call the girls. Go on, Stace. Call them. It looks like he's about ready to let loose. When the other roosters in the neighborhood get to crowing, he's automatically just talking. A lot of people like Stacy. He is a pretty boy. He's also a jerk. Kids can't come out here, at least into the coop anyways. I'm the only one that can go in the coop. I established dominance early, so he he definitely knows who the boss is. Right, Stacy? Arabelle? Are you building your relationship with the chickens? Huh? Let's see, Stacy. Can you call him? Talk to him. I think he's more interested in Arabelle. Wow, 14 people. Awesome. 19 now. Wow. Don't forget to double tap the screen. Hit that like, please. We're still building up this channel. Nice cold morning out here on the farm. Joe. There we go. Joe heard it. Get it, Joe. Get it. Go get it. There she goes. Protect your babies. Oh, it's up on top of the tree. She's watching that thing. So we have ravens here. I don't know if I can even zoom in on it or not. There's a raven up in the top of that tree. And ravens like to dive bomb and see what they can steal for food. There he is. And she is locked on it. There goes the raven. Oh, that is a hawk. There she goes. Yeah, there's a hawk next to that raven. Good girl, Joe. Yeah, she just did her job. You can see that dog does not take any time. A lot of people worry about hawks with their chickens and stuff like that, but with Joe in the yard and the ravens and everything else, they pretty much stay away. She did good. And these guys are smart. They see the flash of the wing and they go under their covered area and hide out. Stacy, I imagine he would do his job as a rooster. He'd probably get into it with the hawk pretty good. But when you got 90 pounds of fury, I'd sure hate to be anything that came in the yard. We'll do one more check-in on the goats, and then it's time for me to get to work. Hi, Pep. Hi, Pep. Hi, Pep. Come here, buddy. He's a good boy. Pepper, are you saying hi? You don't even know what to do. Oh, you're going to go back to eat. Hi, Wednesday. Wednesday's just doing her thing this morning. Was that perfect timing on your new food? Huh? Yeah. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. Good girl. She's starting to get her nice little beard here. Hi, Wednesday. You finally calmed down enough, huh? Yeah. You're a good milk goat. Yeah. Hi, Wednesday. You a good girl? Huh? Oh, did I miss the itchy spot, huh, girl? Okay. All right, guys. Well, I got to get to work. I want to get the work done before it gets too warm out and get stuff taken care of. So thanks, everybody, for stopping in and liking the video. Really appreciate it. And hopefully see you guys either a little later tomorrow. Try to pop in on some of the other lives and stuff like that. And yeah, really appreciate everybody for coming in. So hope everybody has a good day.